What's up, guys? Will Fix It team here. We want to thank you for clicking in, and I'm going to show you a quick little thing about a Honda. This is old school, a classic Honda Accord. People don't know a lot about this, but if you're clicking in this video, this is going to be helpful to you guys in your trans. All right, let me show you something real quick. So what we have here is the drain plug for the transmission. You've got an issue where it's kind of whiny and it doesn't want to shift sluggish. It shifts real sluggish, and possibly may even have a transmission code that comes up and related to like pressure sensor or whatever you call it, because there's a pressure sensor that monitors line pressure in the transmission. Anyway, so what I'm getting to is there's actually a filter that you can get to on these. And first of all, we're going to drain this thing down. I've got the drain plug out of it, and the driver's side of the vehicle, of course, is the transmission, and there's the drain plug is right here, and it uses just a 3/8 hex head breaker bar is what I used, and there's supposed to be a little ring right here. It's missing, but we'll put that back. We've got a new ring to go in it. So we're draining the fluid down. Let me tell you another really vital piece of information. It doesn't take regular transmission fluid. Like, don't buy the stuff from your local parts store that says MP, like multiple vehicle transmission fluid for imports. You need to put the DW1 fluid back in these transmissions. It's imperative for these Hondas to have that. Same thing with anything CVT. So what I'm going to do now, since I've had the fluid drained down, I'm going to put the drain plug back in, and then I'm going to let the vehicle down on the lift, and I'm going to access the filter that's at the top of the transmission. So let me do that real quick. Okay, so what we're looking at here is of course, the engine compartment, driver's side of the vehicle. You have an air box, and on the lower part of it, you've got the housing for your air filter, and it's separate from this right here. So you just need to remove this, but you need to be mindful of this. When you take this clamp off and you slide this breather tube out, you can tear this very easily, so be careful getting that out. And then underneath this, I'll get to it here in a second, and we'll get a light, we'll look in there, but there's a little access place for a filter. And let me show you what the filter looks like. Get out of there. All right, this is it. Similar to what you'd see in an ATV, like a 300 4-track Honda or something like that. It's pretty wild. And you've got a series of O-rings. I guess I could have laid it out all nice and pretty for everybody to see, but this is just a quick little informative video and can save you a lot of time and trouble. And you put these series of O-rings are used to seal this filter back up. So let me get to the top of that. We'll get the filter out, and hopefully we'll see a bunch of stuff in there, okay? Okay, so digging into the meat and potatoes of this, we are now where we can get to the filter. You can probably get an idea where we're at now. You see it's there's that line right here is one of the return lines for the cooler. This is where the filter goes in, and there is a rubber section to this hose a little ways further back. It's kind of hard to see on camera because of it just being so kind of packed in there. So you don't have to remove the retaining banjo bolt on the other side. However, you will. I'd moved a little ground strap that was hooked on just to get that out of the way, so it wasn't, it was detached from here to the vehicle. And then I'm gonna snap this line right here off. I believe it's a brake hose, some kind of metal line there. It goes to something, but anyhow, I'm just gonna snap it out of that little plastic bracket, kind of push it down, and then I'm going to release. There is one little bolt that goes back behind here that attaches this to a little support bracket. That's 10 millimeter, and I can get to it. But basically, that's where the filter is. So let's get it out. Okay, so we are ready to remove the cover, the filter housing. Notice, can you see in there this little line across there? That's going to be our tab that tells us where to line this back up. So we're going to give this a nice little out of focus movement. I think I need both hands for this, but we're just going to try to move. Gosh, come on, camera. There, we're getting somewhere. It's okay if a little fluid runs out. Happy little fluid. Let's get that out. I need both my hands now because I want to catch anything that comes out, and then my stupid camera won't stay focused, but there we go. So another thing too, I'll knock this out. It takes it should take around 3.5, maybe 4 quarts of fluid maximum to fill this thing up. And you'll check this thing with the engine off, just to give you an idea. Now to fill this thing up, and I've kind of got my line over top of it where it's hard to see, but in this little corner right here, you see that big old bolt right there looking thing? That's what you're going to take loose, and that's where you're going to put your fluid in at. Just to give you a little FYI there. Okay, we've got the filter out now. We're going to carefully remove it from the housing. keeping in mind how it was. This thing is original. Oh my, heavy. Just got a lot of weight to it. That's a sign of having excessive. Look at that, it came apart. So we're gonna, it's not much to it from here on out. Just carefully replace the parts as you see. But that gives you a, let's flip the camera on. Oh, hand. That gives you an idea of where this filter is and something that you can try if you're having some weird transmission issues. And to be honest with you, it's recommended to change that filter probably every 75 to 80,000 miles to extend the life of the transmission for optimal performance. Thank you very much. Please click the like, subscribe, and share it. I'll see you later. Peace out.